Her spots were the hook that tied the makeup together. They took your eye to where they stopped, not the edge of the larger prosthetics. As it was the last thing to be done before paint. Paint was a nightmare in regards to the volume of coverage. No ventilation, which you can see, in the middle of a freezing winter, where opening the door is just as problematic. Artist Tanya Richards, makeup artist Linda Dowds, and artist Julie Poole took on the job. It was grueling work. I found it difficult to watch, given had we used food coloring, it would have taken minutes and looked so much better. Especially because every other character we did on the film, I did with food coloring. Toad, for example. We had no choice but to abandon that approach when Bryan Singer declared he wanted a shot of her in the rain. Never happened. Instead, we added hours of makeup every day. The thing I liked best about food coloring, other than the way it looked, was that it was safe and naturally disappear as soon as the body sheds its dead skin cells, which it did every day. I had a product called Duran, used by the ink industry, that removed all of the pigment in about an hour. It was all we needed to know to give the idea legs. I suggested a sauna, a hot shower, removal approach, then Duran if necessary. Or don't worry about it, because you don't have to, and block your scenes together. The time and money saved would be substantial. Instead of thousands of dollars worth of airbrush equipment, a sea sponge. As difficult as all the airbrushing was, getting it off was worse. We left her hands and head until the end. Other than all the alcohol in the air, another problem with the body paint was that it had castor oil in it, which means it needed substantial powdering to take the shine out of it. On X-Men 2, I had Kenny Myers and Premier Products remove the castor oil. We still powdered, but nothing like this. This little hairpiece is what made Donna Glidden's wig really work well. Her hairstylist, Kelly Shanks, has prepared Rebecca for her wig, with that lace piece hugging her neck. Tanya Richards applies it with Kelly, pinning and trimming it to fit. Donna Glidden's wig is already styled before it goes on. Vicki Phillips. Vicki Phillips was Rebecca's stunt double. She had her own wig, but other than that, she wore the same prosthetics as Rebecca. The last appliance were her scleral lenses. She wore soft protected lenses over her iris. Her detail lenses sat on top of that. It worked, but it should have been CG. Rebecca has a condition called dry eyes, which means she shouldn't have had contact lenses in her eyes at all. It was a lot of work, but she was beautiful. Rebecca was beautiful. The character was beautiful. Some set footage we took on the day. The day is not over for Rebecca. Her hero lenses have already been removed, and now her protective lens is being removed. As Kelly removes her wig, Rebecca just peels off her facial prosthetics. Two things evident here: the quality of the bond to the skin and the fact that we are not destroying the prosthetic. In fact, they are cleaned and prepped for the next day's application. All things relative, that's a very easy appliance removal, especially because the glue all stays with the prosthetic, leaving her pretty much clean as a whistle. Impatience is the drive in this removal, but you can see the quality of the stick. She's had this on all day long. Most of the effort here is removing the glue, which stays with the prosthetic. We did put a sealer on the skin to protect it from the glue. The appliances were bathed in 99% alcohol to clean them. 99% alcohol removes the stick, but once evaporated, the stick is back. Well, that was the easy part. Now we had to remove all that paint. X-Men 2. It was a gift to get to do this makeup again. The first thing we did was rebuild her forehead appliance so we could punch a 2-inch hairline into it. The wig on the right is like X-Men 1, the other X-Men 2. The approach saved us a lot of work and looked great. The second thing we did was cover more of her body with prosthetics to cut down on paint time. Her whole makeup looked better.